Z, you're looking good as new.
Indeed, that mechanical mixologist is a miracle worker. I must know, did you locate the key to Tanalor?
It's complicated, but we'll find it.
Monk told me what transpired while I was asleep. To think the Jedi Order is no more, that must have been dreadful for you. We have both been through so much, but we must persevere, Cal. After all, what else is there to do?
That's right. You've got room for one more?
I shall remain here, but if you need my counsel, I will be at the saloon. I am very fortunate to have met you, Cal Kestis.
I found something out there.
Oh yeah, what do you got? Another holocron?
Jedi. From the time of the High Republic, somehow preserved in Bacta. Dagan Gera. I freed him.
What happened?
He attacked me. Escaped with the Bedlam Raiders. He's who they've been looking for. Says the Jedi betrayed him and turned to the dark side.
Are you okay, kid?
Tanalor. It's real, Greez. It's hidden somewhere in the Abyss.
Oh, that's impossible! The Abyss eats any ship that gets too close!
The Republic found a way through hundreds of years ago. That's why they built that array in the forest.
A hidden world that nobody has been able to reach for centuries. If you figured out how to cross the Abyss, you could just disappear.
Completely. No Bedlam Raiders. No bounty hunters.
No galactic empire.
I'm just spitballing here, but that does sound like a place that someone could call home.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be a home.
Get your feet down. All right, I'm going back to the cantina.
You know, Greez, we could use a real pilot.
I don't know. I mean, you're doing okay on your own. I mean, you could clean the Patoli weave every now and again.
We don't know the Mantis like you do. Nobody does.
Oh, Cal, I'm sorry. My best days are behind me. I can't even hold my card steady.
I know things are different from how they used to be, but I'm not sure I could do this without you.
Is that really how you feel?
It is.
Well, I mean, I guess I could have Monk keep his eye on the saloon.
Greasy-Money. All right. You in? I mean, there's not gonna be much in the way of credits.
Cal, this is better than any score. Imagine, no more looking over your shoulder. A safe place for us, for the ones we love.
If anyone knows about a lost Jedi world, it's here.
Jedha! Aha! It's about time you paid that lady a visit. All right, I'm gonna make us some food before we go.
How's it feel to be back on the Mantis?
Good. Thinking about whipping up some curried burrafish. Kitchen looks in better shape than the rest of the ship, kid.
I definitely saw less action since you left.
You're telling me. The spice levels haven't moved. Did you cook even one decent meal for yourself these last years?
I'm not half the cook you are, Greez. And maybe only 3/4 the pilot.
Very kind, but the first chance we get, I'm making you a plate of Great Granny Pyloon's umber hash.
My favorite. Can't wait.
So, we headed to Jeddah or what?
So who's this seer we're going to see?
A mentor of mine. Rescued me from the Empire on Bracca and dragged me halfway across the galaxy.
Sounds like you two went through a lot together.
We did. Been a long time since I've seen her.
Want to set out? In my experience, you gotta chase a lead when it's hot.
I hear Monk's going to be looking after this place.
Looks like it.
What do you think? Will this sorry watering hole profit from a change in management?
I trust Monk. He's practically running the place already.
I've always thought droids lacked the creative impulse to succeed in business.
How's your creative impulse working out for you?
Well played. Another time.
I like this song, Ashe.
Nice. You've got an open mind. Most folks just stick with the old standards or cater to the Imperial censors.
Music's what got me through my scrapping days on Braca.
What are you listening to these days?
Recently, I've been slowing it down with some Nar Shaddaa lo-fi. The tempo helps me relax. Gets my mind off all the anxiety and chaos out there.
Steady, sure. I like that rhythm for you, Cal. Care to hear something in particular? Just let DD know.
Greetings, Sojourner.
Just Cal will do.
It will not.
Okay. You don't look like the other prospectors.
No, no, no. They unearth riches. Tulakt excavates that which cannot be so easily grasped.
Make a lot of credits in that line of work?
Wisdom is a good that never decays and is always in short supply. Sojourner. Emerald pyres, buried fires, the winds remember.
So what'd you do before you came here?
I used to perform in a medicine show. I was required to dress in garish outfits and read fortunes, while others would scam the audience.
That sounds a little demeaning.
Yes, but the experiences we carry always have a use, Sojourner. When I arrived on Koboh, I noticed a charlatan trying to swindle someone with fool's priorite.
How'd you know?
He wore long sleeves in the heat.
Sleight of hand, huh? I saw a merchant on Corellia do that.
An old trick. Well, I stopped the sale, and Doma has been grateful ever since.
And the swindler?
Tried the trick on the raiders, so I hear, and sealed his fate. Now is not the time to speak.
A lot of prospectors around here. Have you ever tried your hand at mining priorite?
Once. I found it enlightening. Some prospectors invited me to join them on an expedition. We descended to the mines, but when my back was turned, they fled.
They ditched you?
Yes. Alone, I calmly walked through the darkness, trusting my intuition. I found another exit.
And the prospectors?
Dead. Gorako attack. If I had chased them, I would have perished too. Let this be a lesson. Always go your own way. I must be alone now. Sojourner, Tulakt would speak with you.
You ever get homesick, Tulakt?
From time to time. There are quite a few things I miss.
Like what?
The many rivers, Belati trout leaping over the current, and the food that I crave.
Oh yeah?
Handmade dumplings stuffed with potato and kushnip. I miss the taste of banson, a minty spice that enlivens every taste bud.
You should talk to Greez. Maybe he can whip something up that reminds you of home.
A wise suggestion, Sojourner. Now is not the time to speak.
So you're a fortune teller?
Not exactly, though prospectors do ask me to read the planet's fortune from time to time.
They want you to tell them where to mine, right?
Exactly. But my gift is not so precise as to provide specific locations. What I see, I share. It is up to them to interpret my visions as they see fit. Sojourner,
Do you really see visions?
not in the way you assume. I observe the world around me, and the voice within my mind speaks. Everyone at this outpost has a unique energy. Take Doma, for example. Strong, like a boulder. While waves of fear swirl around the cantina, they crash against our boulder and abate.
She makes everyone feel safer.
Yes! Once she asked me what would happen if she left Koboh. I told her what any with open eyes could see.
The outpost would fall apart.
You see it too. I must be alone now.
Hey, how come you never charge me for our chats? You make everyone else pay for your wisdom.
Ha! If wisdom could be obtained with credits, all would possess it. Every fortune has a price. But a conversation between friends is priceless. That is why I do not charge you, Sojourner.
Thanks, Tulakt.
I must be alone now.
Word has it that Greezy-Money Dritus is reunited with the Stinger Mantis at long last.
I managed to convince him to come with us.
Figured as much. And you tell Greez that Pyloons will be standing when he gets back.
He'll worry every second. That's Greez for you.
Just take care of the old space goat for me, will you? And besides, we both know his captain's chair belongs in a starship.
Fair enough. I appreciate the hospitality, Monk.
Safe travels, Cal Kestis. And you might want to leave before Greez gets second thoughts. I imagine he's nervous to hop in the pilot's seat again.
Oh, it was bad. Real bad.
When is it ever not bad with you?
Stakes were raised, Mosey. The way Zygg was looking at me, with his crazy eyes. I swear if Cal weren't there, I would have been 6 feet under.
Speak of the Gundark, there's your savior.
Hey there, Mosey. You stop into Pyloons often?
I check in every now and then. Raiders like to pick on the helpless.
And your axe screams, "Fight me! I dare you! I double dare you! You two-time and dirty!"
All right, settle down. Biomalls like that one you took out are trouble. They'll turn a room into a patio if you're not careful.
I believe it.
Reminds me of a pest I tangled a few years back. Nothing could get through its skin, neither. Here's the kicker, though. This creature had tentacles, too. Whew, don't remember the name of it, but it was mean. I wasn't having all kinds of trouble until I remembered something my mama used to say. If your weapon can't fell a beast, make the beast your weapon. So, I drop my spear, grab one of the beast's tentacles, and coil it around his throat until it was over.
Smart.
That's what your enemies do, ain't it? Turn your strengths into liabilities. Later, BD.
Cal, look at this saloon!
Monk's been really busy.
And I helped by staying out of the way. Did you know there's even a garden on the roof?
Yeah, I've seen it.
You know what I like about plants? When you talk to them, they can't just walk away. I'm really busy, Cal. Maybe later. Finally, it's nearly here, Mosey. My birthday is right around the corner.
I feel like you've been talking up your birthday next week for a few moons now.
Exactly. The anticipation is killing me. But I've been giving it a real hard think, and I finally know what I want.
You better not be hollering about grabbing one of my neckos again.
Oh, no, of course not, Mosey. I'm thinking something bigger. Much bigger. Something that matches my new persona. Maybe something with teeth.
Turgle, you ain't got no teeth.
That's beside the point. It's so good that you're back in town, Mosey.
Don't get too used to it. You know how I am. When this place gets a little too much, I feel the call to explore. There's always something out there to check out.
Oh, but I have so much to tell you about. It'll take ages.
And there it is, right on cue. But that Mogu you took out had quite the stench.
Ugh, quite.
Range with your nose, my mama always said. We once had a feral canifant terrorizing the ranch, just a menace. Destroyed our barn, twice. Canifants cover their own tracks, see? Crafty buggers, practically impossible to find.
So how'd you track it?
We reversed our vaporators, pumped the air full of moisture. When it's humid, smells get a lot, well, more pungent. Was long before we caught the scent.
Clever.
Ain't it? We all got 5 senses, Cal. I figure we might as well use them. Talk soon.
Oh, you're here. Good. I wanted to get your feedback on some new moves of mine.
Sorry, Turgle. No time. We're headed out for a while.
You're leaving? You'll be back, right? Right?
I'm pretty sure we will.
That's good. Deep breath, Turgle.
You'll be fine. Just don't go making any more shady deals.
Shady deals? Please, Cal. Shady deals are so old, Turgle. I'm fully on the path of self-improvement now.
All the same, keep out of trouble.
Cal, shouldn't you be hitting the hyperlanes or whatever? The sooner you're gone, the sooner you're back.
That giant piazza you sweet talk reminds me of a time when I was out on a mountain hike with my older brother. We came across a Tibity. Ever seen one?
Yeah, those are enormous.
No kidding. Beautiful specimen. Was gonna leave well enough alone. Then, all of a sudden, the Tibity snatches my brother and takes flight. I scramble up a cliffside. Didn't want to hurt the Tibity, mind you, but I had to save my brother. Threw my spear, pierced the beast straight through.
That must have been quite the throw. How'd you manage it?
And what choice did I have? Brother fell, got a few scrapes. He was lucky. Wish I could have talked that Tibity down. But there are some fights you just can't avoid. Be seeing you. Garakos. They fight to the bitter end, don't they? Especially when they're injured.
Yeah, they do.
A lot of beasts are like that. I learned the hard way on a family outing once. My first time leading. Tracked a Kivaroa back to its nest. It was killing livestock. No other choice but to put it down. Played the approach perfectly. Found an opening. But my family was watching, so I decided to get a little bit fancy. Lost my concentration. One of its legs slams down, inches away from cracking my spine. Mama pushed it aside in the nick of time. And finished that Kivaroa no frills.
That's a close call.
Yep. Hey, you corner something, it'll do what it needs to survive. Even when you have the upper hand, never underestimate your prey. Talk soon.
How long have the Raiders been here?
Few years. Not long after I arrived. I don't know a planet in the Outer Rim free of raiders in general, but these bedlam bastards have changed Koboh forever. Most hunters know you cull when you need to, and you stop hunting when a herd gets too low. These raiders kill for sport, and made a lot of those beasts much more hostile to us. Take Shepherd-Pedes, for example. When they lose habitat, they get territorial and fight back.
Same as us, really.
Sure enough. Biggest mistake our kind ever made was thinking we are any different. Later, BD. Cal, were you really riding a Neko? Or is Turgle telling tales?
Sure was. Found some Nekos in the forest.
And you tame one right out of the gate? You are a natural, Cal. You know, I'm a nature lover myself. I keep a few of the tamer critters in the outpost stables.
I'm new to this whole riding thing. Think I could stop by and grab some tips?
You bet. Be seeing you.
Hey, Zygg. Looks like you found some company up here. She tell you about the High Republic mystery tucked in the basement?
Come again? Oh, we gotta hear this. You holding out on us, sister?
I would never. Allow me to start from the beginning.
This might take a while.
Spare us no details.
Great to see you. Cal, You've seen that waterfall near the forest, right?
Is that the spot the raiders like to camp out at?
Afraid so.
Those abominable bullies. Why, this gem of a planet ought to be enjoyed by one and all.
So our expedition is a no-go?
Not unless you want to dodge some blaster fire.
No thanks.
Is there anywhere on this planet where one can relax safely with friends?
There's a few raider-free pockets left. Koboh ain't what it used to be.
I'll leave you to your new friends.
Catch you later, Cal.
Cal! I hear I have you to thank for finding Z.
Finding? I believe the term you're looking for is rescuing.
Don't mention it.
And did I hear right that there is some sort of High Republic chamber beneath the cantina?
Yeah, but I'd be careful exploring it. Did a number on Z.
Probably not too structurally sound after all these years.
Excuse me?
She was talking about the chamber, Z.
Oh, my apologies, dear. I suppose the realization that I'm 2 centuries old has left me a bit touchy.
Hey, don't worry about it.
Yeah, come on. You are a classic.
I do like the sound of that.
We'll talk soon.
Cal, how good to see you.
You too, Z.
Should you find any data discs from my day, I'd be happy to decrypt them for you. I imagine there are many that remain lost on Koboh.
We'll let you know if we do.
Cal, I hope I'm not intruding, but what happened to your Jedi Master?
He died during the Purge. Gave his life so I could escape. I can still hear his last words. Trust only in the Force.
Oh, Cal, I am so very sorry.
It was a long time ago.
2 centuries later, and Master Kree's last directive still rattles my memory banks.
I'll never forget. But that's how they're still with us.
I think you're right about that. Cal, I always adore seeing you, but you won't find the key to Tanalor in this cantina now, will you?
Hey, Z. I heard Monk brought you up to speed on recent events?
I just don't understand. How can this shameful empire remain in power?
I don't know anybody who loves the Empire. But hey, there's money in Imperial salvage contracts.
Plus, for most of us, life has not changed too drastically.
Oh, don't spare my circuits. Tell me what you really think.
Well, sure, things are different. Back home, practically every lab is under military funding. But things are a lot like under the Republic. We go about our lives, send delegates to the Senate, vote.
What a vote is worth these days.
It's so difficult to imagine a galaxy without the Jedi. Like a drive core without its rhodonium spark.
Maybe when you're feeling 100%, I'll take you up to the waterfall.
Waterfall? In my day, the boldest Jedi used to cliff dive.
I think things may have changed. Back in my day, that is, pre-Raider days, my friends and I used to jump off and look for priorite in the riverbed of Swindler's Wash.
Priorite? That is a rare mineral around here.
If you're feeling feisty, we could check it out sometime.
An outing with friends? Oh, how you miss the company when you've been deprived of it for 2 centuries.
Z, I still can't believe you were down in the basement for 200 years. Didn't you get lonely?
Oh, I don't know. I was in low power mode, so I'm not sure if company would have made a difference.
Imagine if you were unconscious during the last 2 centuries. The Republic fell from glory. The Empire rose to power. The Jedi Order dismantled.
We get it. A lot went down while she was asleep. But ignorance can be bliss, right?
I'm sorry, Z. I did not mean to be insensitive.
It's quite all right. In this case, perhaps my impairment was quite the blessing.
So, you really do not know much about the collapse of the Republic installations out here?
No, I'm afraid my stomach didn't afford me much of a vantage.
What's the last thing you remember?
That would be when the ceiling suffered a minor bout of structural fatigue.
Caused by an emergence, yeah.
An emergence?
Yes, freak hyperspace incident. Chunks of starship tearing through space at near light speed.
So this is what befell my masters.
I'm really sorry that happened to you.
Oh, me too, Z.
Whatever this emergence did, it's clear to me that it didn't stomp out Koboh's spirit. Thank you, my friends. What do you two do for fun around here?
Explore ancient ruins.
Fix broken things.
No. I mean, recalibrate your axial piston, loosen your restraining bolt. You know, fun! In my day, we held full moon galas on a mountaintop.
Oh, that is Raider territory now, darling.
Yeah, going up there alone is a death sentence. Guaranteed.
Show up at a gala without an escort? I would never. My friends, is this the inaugural meeting for the Koboh Party Planning Committee?
Perhaps. Oh, I don't know.
Then we really could use someone who has a bit more fashion sense. Cal, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Just checking in, making sure we got everything we need before we head to Jeddah.
Your journey takes you to the Pilgrim Moon, does it?
You've been?
Sad to say I have not had the opportunity, but I did hear Master Greez speak of it. If I recall correctly, she said that the Order believed that ancient Force users once called Jeddah home.
Force users, huh? Maybe that's why Seer went to Jeddah. Only one way to find out.
Safe travels. Bring me back something nice. We'll speak later. Go on, sit forth. You asked how life was different in my day. For one, I believe we were more charitable to one another.
Yeah, the Empire has everyone so afraid they just look out for themselves. What was it like back then?
Once I was running an errand for Master Kree, very time-sensitive business. I moved with such haste, I blew out my motivator. I was perfectly aware and completely immobile. Most embarrassing.
How'd you get moving again?
By chance, a friendly bystander diagnosed my predicament and graciously installed a replacement.
That's generous. Out here, they'd probably scrap you for parts. How'd you repay them?
I didn't. I never saw him again, but weeks later, I was able to help someone else. That chain of kindness kept the Republic going. For a while. Not now, Cal. I'm curious, Cal. How did you get on after the Order was no more?
For a while, I lived in hiding. Worked for the Scrapper Guild on Braca.
Really? Do tell.
We salvaged starship wreckage. Mostly capital ships from the Clone Wars.
Oh, you must have been so frightened that they'd discover you.
Yeah, but I made some good friends. They didn't know, but I felt safer when I was around them.
Are they still on Braca?
Yeah, you could say that.
Not now, Cal. How did you and BD-1 meet?
We found each other on Bogano. He used to belong to a Jedi Master I was looking for.
I see. And you became his new owner?
We're more like partners. And friends.
Oh, of course. I meant no disrespect. How delightful. We'll speak later. Go on, sit forth.
A lot of raider activity these days. How you two holding up?
Us?
We're always
yeah,
fine.
We're fine. It's the others I worry about.
You do? That's kind of you.
Yeah. We worry that if they keep being such cowards, they'll be dead by tomorrow.
And then we'll have no one left to make fun of.
To be honest, that's really what gets us through the day.
Mocking Turgle's like drinking water.
And shaking our heads at that whiny slump Moran.
I'm starting to feel better already.
I guess some things never change.
And that's how we like it.
What?
Huh?
Oh, it's you!
Buddy, over here.
You're the new guy, right? Sorry, I missed that. Say that again?
I didn't say anything.
Must be that ringing in my ears. The other day, a roller mine blew up and nearly took my head off.
The ones from the building in the valley?
Huh? Yeah, that's right.
We checked it out already.
Lucky you! Now, if only I could get this ringing in my ears to stop. Huh? What'd you say?
Gotta go.
Feel better.
Hey there.
All you, Bede.
My goodness, you unlocked it. Feel free to take whatever you can make use of. Welcome. Take a look, you'll find the finest components and sundries this side of the Outer Rim. Now that's a Doma Dendra guarantee.
Hear that, buddy? A guarantee.
That's right, shop's built on trust and quality, and I aim to keep it that way. Glad to hear the Mantis is up and running again.
Hard to imagine life without her.
Don't worry. That thing's as sturdy as a bantha.
Not sure Greez would like his ship compared to a bantha.
Do I look like I care much what he thinks of me?
No, you don't.
That's right. I don't see what all the fuss is about with that droid.
I think she's talking about Z.
It's like that's all people want to talk about.
A droid that old is pretty exciting.
Well, I'm old. No one wants to talk about me. Look, let me tell you. I was one of the first people in this town, and I have seen a whole lot of fads and flavors of the week.
Like what?
We once had a fire juggler come in. People paid to see her, too. 50 credits a pop.
Sounds like fun.
Oh, yeah, it was fun. Till she burned half the food silo down.
Ah, not fun.
See, stuff that's new is exciting, sure, but what really counts is consistency. Reliability.
Cal, I happen to notice that the spices are all filled to the brim.
This is your ship, Greez. I kept it just the way you left it.
Yeah, but come on, did you never cook a meal for yourself in the last years?
I cooked once or twice.
Did you? I mean, not a single grain of salt used? You don't hate salt, do you? Because I won't stand for a salt-hating crew member, that's for sure.
I'm really glad to have you back, Greez.
Yeah. Now where's my spatula? Don't you got stuff to do?
Greez, did I hear you mention curried burrafish?
Yeah, that's right. It's a Latero dish. You ever been there?
No, but I love the cuisine. Anytime I see a Latero dish on the menu, I'm a happy man.
Finally, a crew member of taste and culture. Tell you what, once we get to Jeddah, I'll make a great-grandma Pyloon's Latero surprise.
I'm looking forward to it.
I really missed your cooking, Greez.
Oh, yeah? BD couldn't fill my shoes, huh?
You tried a few times. Remember that Colo clawfish incident, buddy?
Let me guess. You forgot to marinate the fish before the broil. Rookie mistake. I'll be here, Cal.